All right, so we're here with Filthy Phil Nicoletti.
Yeah, yeah,
I want to know before we get into the kid stuff and all that
yeah.
stuff. Let's just tell everybody why at Filthy Phil what 49,
37 at the moment. Yeah,
37
for Instagram, and then
Instagram
Filthy Phil 37 for
for Twitter.
Twitter as
Right?
well.
Yeah.
Yep, correct.
Would you switch your numbers a couple times?
Yeah, well, AMA gives you a number every year where you finish in points, so that's kind of what
That's
I'm.
how you.
Yeah, kind
Okay.
of. I don't agree with it. I think it should be like NASCAR. You get a number, you stick with it. That way, there everybody knows who you are when you show up, and
Okay.
you know what I mean. So.
Fair enough. So fine, Phil. All right,
Yeah.
but before the kid stuff, Filthy Phil, how do we get that? How do we get the nickname?
Steve Mathis runs Walden MX. He gave it to me, I don't know, probably 6 years ago, and kind of just stuck.
How old
Not,
are you?
I'm 28.
28.
Yeah, I'm old.
So you're an old geezer. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
one of
yeah.
the old geezers.
Yeah, that's for dang sure. But I
Uh,
wasn't at one time when I was here.
right. Yeah. You are. Yeah. And you're one of these pro guys,
Yeah,
right? You're doing pretty well in there. Are you
yeah.
still what's the highest you finished in Supercross and
Well,
motocross?
last year I got fifth overall in the outdoor series.
Okay.
And this year we would have hopefully done the same, but obviously I had a bad year because I shattered my heel and dislocated my ankle. So we're kind of just coming back.
So it
But
is what it is.
yeah,
Are
it's the
we
name
good
of the
with the?
game.
Are we
Yeah,
like
I mean, it'll never be right,
right?
but it'll always be jacked up. But I'm fortunate to still be walking and still enjoying out here teaching kids and riding a dirt bike. And, I may be 28, but I still feel 16,
Yeah.
so.
Well, and that's the thing. So when you were a kid, I'm sure you were riding. When you, I see some of these little kids are riding out here. They're 3, 4 years old. Were
Yep.
you that kid?
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
no
you were
doubt.
riding,
Oh
crashing
yeah,
into stuff.
yeah, yeah. My first race ever was at the original Southwoods up at Holiday Mountain, but I was a District 34 local. I raced here at Walden a bunch. I raced the Diamondback,
Okay.
the old Diamondback, the original Ace. Like I've been here.
You've been
Yeah,
everywhere.
I've been everywhere.
Now, when you 20 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
was there a training grounds or teachers or camps or schools like how we have
Um,
today?
Not so
Not
much.
really, right?
No, not much. I actually did a school here once or twice with Carlo Cohen
Okay.
because he used to be the instructor here. So I did come down for a couple of his lessons. Most of the time it was just me and my old man. I had a little practice track in our our backfield, and I was fortunate to have some property to be able to ride and practice on, which some of the kids aren't fortunate enough to do that,
Sure.
nowadays. So it's a little more difficult, but yeah, I mean, I don't take any of that for granted, and it got me to where I'm at now. And like I said, you know, I've been around here. I've been in their shoes. I've done the same amount of laps. It's pretty cool to think about. Geez, it was 20 years ago.
20 years ago,
Yeah,
I
it's kind
know.
of scary.
Is there a favorite group of kids or style or level that you like to specifically work with?
No, because everybody's teachable with something. No
Okay.
one knows everything.
Even
It's
you,
just
right?
even
Even
me.
you.
Listen, I screw up plenty of times. You know what I mean? My mechanic, team manager, everybody yells at me. But yeah, there's just some things that it's like a carpenter. You can always learn new things. You know what I mean? So especially obviously. Some kids are a little more excelled than the others, but everything just takes time. There's a big difference between a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old. So
Sure.
there's a lot of steps and processes that they need to go through. But like I said, I've done those growing pains, and I've raced against when I was 9, I've raced against 12 years old. And those 2 years, 3 years make a huge difference. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm lucky to be where I'm at. And, it's a lot of hard work, but yeah, it's fun.
Is last thing before we got to get back to teaching these
Yep.
kids. So when you're gonna are you back riding?
Yeah, yeah, yep. I'm
Okay.
back riding. Yep.
Like are you fully rehabbed? Are you gonna be ready to go back on the
Yeah,
circuit?
yeah, which I did the last 3 outdoor nationals, but I didn't do very good. I just wanted to get some seat time, get behind the gate before
It
the
is
end of
what it.
2017. But 2018, yeah, we'll come out
So
swinging.
so
And
we'll be coming out. So now, when you're running these camps, you work with from kids from 3 to 4, and we're working with the kids
yeah,
that
yeah,
are pretty much ready
yeah,
to
yeah.
get where you are at. Uh, is it cool to get that refresher of okay, I got to remember all these little mechanics that maybe you take for granted when you're at the pro level?
Yeah, like I said, I don't. This is just a one-off camp for me. I don't always do camps, so for me to actually stop and rethink of, oh yeah, you got to retrain kids to do this, which
Hmm.
I've already done for, like I said, 20 years. It's
20
hard
years.
because it just comes natural after a while. So, but it's pretty cool. You forget how many things there are to actually execute riding a dirt bike properly and be safer. But listen, I'm not the safest rider by any means out there, but I've done my groundwork for sure on it. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty cool, and there's a lot of stepping stones. So
So
we'll see.
we're looking forward. What's Supercross?
Yeah, yeah,
We gonna
I'll
be
do
doing that?
yeah 250 East Coast Supercross for Joe Gibbs Racing, and then 450 Outdoor.
Okay, and
So
any other shame? I'm all about shameless self promotion. So any other shameless self promotion we got to do? We gotta. Is this your
no,
full gear, or this
yeah,
is just your
no,
practice gear?
this is yeah,
This is
well,
just your practice gear.
practice gear, but yeah,
Practice gear.
just kind of yeah,
So Instagram, Twitter,
yeah, yeah.
website. Do we got? Come on.
No, no
No,
website,
no
just
webs.
Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, that's it.
And and
Website's too much of a hassle.
and we'll look forward to East Coast
Yeah,
Supercross, right?
perfect. Yep,
And
thank you.
over the winter.
Yep, awesome.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Appreciate it very
Yes.
much.